How's it, guys? Welcome back to Jeep Varna. My name's Stefan, and today I've got another little install video. And one of these things that another thing I think that Jeep could do a little better, especially with a vehicle like mine. I've got the Mojave, all the wheel arches and all of that are paint matched. And then, they don't paint match the cowl for the, let me show you, the windscreen wiper cowl. All right, so let me show you, this windscreen cowl, mine's a 2021, so it's a few years old, but it looks horrible. It's all discolored. And I've got paint matched fender flares, everything's paint matched on the vehicle. The only things that aren't are the bumpers, which obviously I've replaced the front bumper, and the rear one I'm going to replace anyway. I'm going to get a steel bumper. But so what I did get today is a replacement which is paint matched. Let me show you what I got. So of course I had to go orange. And this is actually a OEM. I'll leave a link in the description, but this is for this is a company called Adventure. This is a company called Adventure Life makes these. But this is actually an OEM part, and then they color match it for you. So I mean, it even down to the little sandals on here, like they have on the OEM ones. And then really I could remove the one and have it painted myself, but you know what, this wasn't a crazy amount of money, so I got it. At least I know it's professionally painted, so it's going to hold up. So yeah, let's do this quick install. It shouldn't take but 10 minutes, if that. Hardest part is removing the windscreen wipers. So I believe all you need is a panel removal tool and I believe a 15 mil socket. I'll double check on the socket in a second, but yeah, let's get this going. All right, so first things first, we got our little panel removal tools here. Just pop this cap off, and then it's going to expose the bolt. Let me just check it. I believe it's a 15 mil. All right, so 15 mil socket. I'm gonna pop it on there, and we will remove this. All right, we'll put that aside now. This may be a bit of a bugger to get off because these have never been taken off. All right, so I figured a way to get them out. You just gotta make a little plan here. So we pop that off, we unscrew it. Let me grab my wrench here. Okay. That. Okay. And then this is just what I used, is just a, if you grab it below here and push on it, it'll just pop out. Should just pop out. The other one did. All right, let me close it up a little bit. See if we can get it to pop, please. Of course, the Jeep's a little high, so I should have really bought a step stool. There we go. Pops it. And that's it. All right. And so after all of that, don't need a handle puller of sorts. You just get yourself a channel locks or something like that, and you'll whack it out easily. All right, so now we're just gonna So now we're just gonna get the panel tool in here and lift it up, and should be able to, there we go. Oh, that's my, there we go. Pop it the other side. And that's it. There we go. And that's it. Old cow out. I think the new one's gonna look pretty sick. And that's it. We just drop the new one on, pop it in, and we're all done. That's it. We wanna make sure that slides in like that. That's it. That looks pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Definitely better than the old one. And it just clips on like that. There we go. I think where's this last one? That's it. She's in. I think. There's a couple on the back here I gotta get. All right. There we go. Just this last one doesn't want to go in. There's always one, isn't there? Always one. There we go. Now she's clipped in, all clipped in. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. And now I want to put this back so that it's kind of in about the same spot, which is perfect right there. And we just snug it up and we're done. We'll put our little caps back and that's it. She's on. Little cap back on, and that's it, all done. Bang our last one on. I think that's a really nice little upgrade, and wasn't crazy expensive. I think with the paint matched and all that, it was like $140 or something like that. Let's see. Come up a little bit. You want to try and put it back in like the same spot so that everything goes the same. You don't have your wipers all wonky. All right, and final bolt. That's it, all done. Bam, she's done, finished, and that looks a whole heck of a lot better, I'll tell you that much. That is a whole lot better. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. You think it's a worthwhile little upgrade? You know, I like to So that orange is not quite Mojave orange. That is what they call pumpkin orange, which is the color of, you know, it is a Jeep color. But it's better than what was there before, that's for sure. Now, they do make them in all different colors. You can get them in to match your Jeep, or you can get them in black, you know, but I kind of like the orange. And as I say, I do have the other one as a spare if I ever have a problem with it. So yeah, so that's it. Just a quick little install video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. We're getting very close to hopefully the Alibaba camper getting shipped. I'll be contacting them next week to see where we're at, because really it'll be 2 months. Not the end of next week, the beginning of the following week. Middle of the following week will be 2 months. So yeah, I'll keep you guys in the loop as soon as I know something. And then I do have some work that I'm going to be doing on the Jeep at the back. You know, I'm going to put some airbags in for extra support for the weight of the camper. And really, I should have done this a while ago. There's even a bit of sag right now with just the rooftop tent on. I did sell my awning already. I'm going to be putting the rooftop tent on Facebook Marketplace shortly. So that'll probably be going soon, hopefully. But yeah, I sold the tent to a good friend of mine. So I'm happy to see it go to a good home, and I know she'll really use it a lot. So, all right, guys. That's it for this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.